how you doing? Welcome back to another casual toy review here on my YouTube channel. We occasionally take a look at action figures because I like to collect them and some people find it useful to see a review before they buy. So without further ado, today we deal with royalty and whether or not you should splash the cash on King Valkyrie from the Build-A-Figure Korg wave based on the movie Thor, Love and Thunder. When a dangerous new visitor threatens the livelihood of New Asgard, King Valkyrie is forced to take up her sword once more to defend her people. King Valkyrie is part of a pretty unique wave of Build-A-Figures from Marvel Legends in that it's one of those few instances where out of the bat, not a special wave, not a re-release wave, not a Europe exclusive, every figure in this wave is a figure based on the movie that it is tied to, in this case Thor, Love and Thunder, with Korg being the Build-A-Figure. But how does King Valkyrie stack up? Let's get her open and find out. Correct me if I'm wrong, Internet, and you will, that's what you tend to do. This is the third Valkyrie figure that has been available. I have one of them down there, just on the edge of frame for you guys, based on Endgame. Valkyrie in her white armour with the gold plating. It's basically a Ragnarok figure, it's what she wears at the end of that movie. But I had that one, and I like it. It is hugely flawed. It's one of two figures in my MCU collection that suffer from cannot stand up to save their life itis. It's Valkyrie from that 2019 wave, and Gamora from the 2014 Guardians of the Galaxy wave. But I still love the figure. I love the detail on her. I love the scabbard and the blue blade. She looks great. The short blue cape, the likeness of Tessa Thompson is on point. There's another Valkyrie that was part of a 2-pack with her and Gladiator Thor minus his helmet and garb and stuff, so how he looked for most of Ragnarok. There was a 2-pack for those two. I could never get hold of it, and now it goes for stupid prices online. I think it was a Toys R Us exclusive, so that explains why. So to finally have a Valkyrie in her black and white and silver armour makes me very happy. Not only that, King Valkyrie, so there's way more detail on this one, right down to the stuff on the chest, the little scrawlings and shapes and sculpts on the boots, the buckles on the trousers. Articulation is as you would expect, pivot and move in the ankle. There's a double knee joint with the patented pegless technology, swivel in the thigh, movement in the crotch. No waist articulation, but she has a nice and flexible rib cage that can move back and forth and round, side to side. Shoulders move, upper arms move. We're in the territory of female figures with double elbow joints. Yes! Arms not as big as Jane's though, I've noticed. She doesn't have the same guns as Jane does, but you know, there's a reason we were all blown away by those guns in the trailer. And wrist articulation as well. She has a decent amount of movement in the head too. Her neck is long enough to allow a good range of natural expressive movement. Her hair is a very long sculpt, which is beautiful by the way. Look at the sculpt of the hair. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. The detail is insane. Every single braid, every single trail. And luckily, because of how far back the braids begin on the head, it doesn't scupper her head or neck movement too much. Colour on this figure is brilliant, from the skin tone, to the whites of the armour, to the subtle scratched, worn-in look on the black shining armour of the chest plate, to the silver, more chainmail-esque pattern of the tunic, and the intricate bits on the belt. Valkyrie's cape does not come off like the two Thors we've looked at so far in this wave. The cape is attached, however, there is a plug at the top. So to make sure it stays nice and firm in, give it a little press every now and again. Valkyrie comes with a left hand that's kind of casually splayed out, like she's just sort of gesturing or what have you. Not quite Wanda levels. Her right hand grips the sword that she's holding. She also comes with Korg's weapon, which is the same staff that came out with the Ragnarok 2-pack version of Korg, although not painted as well. And Korg's head, a neutral expression for Korg, a more kind of natural, as if he were being scanned for a figure even though he's not real version, which is brilliant because it is different from the one on the Ragnarok 2-pack one, who is like talking like this, he's got his mouth open, looks rather hippie. Problem though, this Korg is lighter in rock skin tone. So if you want to swap it over, you're going to have to do some paint on him to make him fit in with the other one. Something they did with Thanos Build-A-Figures over 2018 and 2019 as well. I see what you're doing, Hasbro. I see what you do. She makes some pretty dynamic posing, thanks in no small part to her cape having that beautiful swish. You can have her walking, strutting, kicking, drop kicking, flying out of the sky, blade in hand. At this point, as a fan of the character from her previous appearances, I'm delighted to have a King Valkyrie figure. Whether or not I'll be even more delighted and chuffed after seeing the movie and going, okay, she's even cooler than I remember, is yet to be seen. I'm recording this on May the 30th. So, May the 30th? Yeah, so it's a ways off for me, but what do you think? Do you like the figure? Do you like the movie? Have you seen it by now? Let me know in the comments down below. Would you buy this figure? Would you buy me a figure? Don't have to, obviously, but if you'd like to help out with toy reviews and get a shout out in for a figure that you pick up for me, you can go to the links in the description for my Amazon wishlist or my PayPal. No obligation, obviously you can help us out for free by pressing a like on the video or leaving a comment. I will see you guys again soon for more figure reviews, including another Thor Love and Thunder figure. Ta-ra for now.